subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest doctor, security, or arena staff member. Fans, don't forget to bring the family to our upcoming pack giveaway. Enjoy an exciting game and receive a free Magic Pack.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo, with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Wendell Carter.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Now, New York starting five. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Reed in at the four. And for Orlando, the backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Goga Bitadze is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Banchero against Reed. And Banchero gets it to go.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Brunson passes to Reed from the arc. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Stolen by Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And again, New York with the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Bitadze to halt the run. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
New York has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Reed. There's the triple. De Silva with the rebound.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. And he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive. But when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Pass to Bitadze. Up and in on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Reed for 3. Offensive rebound. Anunoby passes to Reed. Brunson, a screen on Banchero. Buries it from 3. Reed's got 14.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Banchero outside. Drills it from deep.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Suggs against Brunson. Reed for 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to De Silva. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Bridges. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screen was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Outside Reed. The three. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's scoreless. Inside. Pt33. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The pick and roll is all about creating options. I like the decision there on the pass by Suggs.
One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Now here's Reed. He played a great game against San Antonio. 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Banked it in off the glass.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
4-3. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Banchero. Now Caldwell Pope. Here's Pt33. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Suggs outside. To stop the run. The shot comes out. And so it's New York with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Miles McBride. Also Jalen Brunson out there. OG Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the 4. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Dean, their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Oh, my goodness! Powered it home!
Did you see it? Redunculous!
Woo, what a
Bringing
finish.
the house down!
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Wagner. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Reed for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Get loud for the 407.
See the stat sheet here for Paolo Banchero.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Here's Banchero. In the game against Miami, very impressive. No good again that time.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Banchero surveys. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA. The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who can really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
No good on the second free throw. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. For Orlando, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the inside. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero.
Wagner very comfortable throwing his weight around. That's 2 physical points from him.
Reed for 3. No good. The Magic have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. The kick out to Banchero. Natase with a screen. Jacks up with 3. And it's Banchero with a 3. Banchero's got 9 points.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Reed. Over Wagner. And good! There's another!
I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, he's now 5th in number of 40-point games over a single season.
Oh, one of the more bankable scores this league has seen. You have to marvel at his consistency.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. And Banchero with it. takes the three. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Reed for 3. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight. That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Orlando with the ball. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Banchero. 9 points in the game. Suggs outside. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando again missing. Fires from way outside. No luck on that one. And so it's New York cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. So sorry. Give it up for the participant.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up.
You look at New York. They're in that #1 spot for a reason. Playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to beat right now, guys.
Going to take a lot to knock them out that top spot. Until then, this is their league.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Knicks.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Paolo Banchero is out there with Goga Bitadze, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
And New York shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And with the All-Star game coming up, let's check in on the standings in the East. You take a look at the Knicks. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And of course, the Magic just need to keep fighting.
Well, right now, for New York, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
He drops it from range. Reed's got 56 in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Ali. Thank you. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, he's been one of those players. They've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Suggs outside. Banchero outside. Orlando again missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is...
Another one falls! Amazing!
And his tear continues. We've never seen this before.
He now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. Suggs, the pass to Batadze. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. To the paint. Oh, and Reed with a block. A minute 31 left to play in the third. Hits yet again. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Will it go? Banchero drives. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Pass to De Silva. From 11 feet away. It's rebounded by McBride. The Knicks have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second. And again for 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him. Closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Pass to Banchero. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, New York. Reed for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Banchero. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. The 3 is up. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? At the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Knicks running away with this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Orlando shooting just 37% in the game on the floor for New York. Landry Shamet is out there with Achua. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's P.J. Tucker. And it's Kolek in a 2-guard.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for Orlando. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.